heavy-sleeping underworld prince arises, with the feeling that the brief nap he intended as a respite from the rigors of the day or night apparently was none too brief at all.
I'm late for work. Father's going to kill me.
Responsibility-rejecting Zagreus strides down his father's hall, quite unconcerned about the urgency with which he is expected to behave under a set of circumstances such as this.
Going as fast as I can, you hurry up.
The door to the administrative chamber beckons just beyond the hall. The prince perchance believes that he may enter quietly, without drawing the notice of those laboring within.
You better not give me away, old man. Sorry.
You're late, boy. Again?
The day or night's duties are sheer simplicity itself, at least at first, as when the prince simply signs in to signal the commencement of his shift.
Oh, gods.
Get on with your responsibilities.
I'm not sure it makes a difference. Which one's working?
Security reports concerning failed escape attempts from Tartarus require timely verification and official response, neither of which Prince Zagreus is fit to give.
That is not correct.
Records of expired house contractor renovations line a desk in the administrative chamber, though the prince has absolutely no desire now to organize them alphabetically by date.
None whatsoever, yes.
Attendance records of the working shades who toil for the house need to be verified. The shades' due compensation rapidly approved, and yet the prince cannot remember all the necessary steps.
I haven't forgotten. No one told me.
The training lacking prince's efforts to administer approvals to the judgment terms ultimately leave a lot to be desired.
Incorrect.
Supplies on all the desks in the administrative chamber must be carefully maintained and neatly placed in a specific way, which the forgetful prince has not yet memorized in full.
Ugh.
That's not correct.
Reviewing lists of claims from shades with grievances is a very important service of the house, or so Lord Hades once attempted to impress upon his willful son.
Can't understand any of this.
Wrong again.
A litany of complaints submitted by restless shades across the underworld must be evaluated, organized, and processed. But Prince Zagreus does not even know where to begin.
Can't understand any of this.
Enough, boy. Wrap it up.
At last, the work-disliking prince records a summary of the results of his attempts to be of any use to the administrative needs of his grim father's house.
Okay, I'm done. So, can I go yet, Father?
Not only were you late again, but then you also failed to perform even the simplest tasks that I had asked repeatedly that you complete. How many chances do you need at this? I am too lenient with you.
Too lenient? Instead of lambasting me non-stop, have you considered maybe training me some more to do this fascinating work to your satisfaction? You'll forgive me if I didn't memorize every laborious detail the last time you performed your monologue about how all this works.
Excuse me? If I'm not mistaken, you're deflecting your incompetence toward me? As though the goddess of wisdom herself has come to aid you in your time of need. I could replace you here and now with any number of simple shades hungry to work here.
Then why don't you? I don't want any of this. I'm not the one who drew the short lot with your brothers and got stuck here forever. Why am I having to do this senseless parchment pushing for you?
Why are you stuck? You're not. You're fired. I was wrong to think you were prepared to take on any responsibility at all. And don't you ever invoke your uncles here again, or I'll have you cast into the lowest pits of Tartarus. Now get out of my administration and my sight.
At least I can't be late for that job anymore.
At least he showed up. not exactly his fault he doesn't know how to do the damn job.
Haven't moved a muscle.
I think I've already... Yeah. Wait.
I have returned. Grant me the aspect of Poseidon.
Yeah.
Got it. Level you with the sword.
Not sure how this will happen.
Never felt so alive.
Probably
I'm
depends
asking
on
for it.
moves. Right. Because we haven't done this with the sword yet, have we?
Bye, everyone. Hello, Lord Ares.
I know your efforts to come here have repeatedly been thwarted, my good kin. However, we have caused such violence in the intervening time that we must take this as a real victory. Let us continue for however long it takes.
It's me or them. That darkness there felt different than before.
It gave me life.
Lord Dionysus.
Hanging out with Ares, are you, Zag? He's quite the chap. I'll give him that, I'll give him that. And now, I'll give you this.
Well, it is early in the run. And as much fun as that might be.
That's good. Let's check on Master Chaos. Interesting.
It is not unexpected that you consorted with the violent Ares and now bear his boon. He still worships me, you know. Yet I would say he does not know me very well.
But
You got to get her. That's what you get.
yeah, that's what I got that hurt.
Old Hades has continued to ignore my every effort to reach out to him, young man. Oh well, but he is obstinate indeed. You are wise to seek your family's better half.
The might of the heavens.
Get your hands on my troop. Damnable fools.
There's always
Nice.
one.
Where now? Should come in useful.
It's not the special I want. So I think for dash, I haven't unlocked this yet. Should be trying to avoid them in the first place.
Your wisdom guide me. Good for the health. Care on, mate. I don't suppose you've given any further thought to my proposal to just, ferry me up to the surface? Seeing as it's not out of your way. I'll take that as a no. Gods grant me strength.
Another one.
Thanatos?
Death approaches. I can't stay long, so how about we get this business over with? See, I don't think more than a minute. That's all of them.
Good enough to eat.
You earned this fair and square.
Let's see what I can do with this sword.
Probably not a good idea. Well, this.
That's a blade.
And there was another one. Ugh.
Oh no.
May I help you with something, Zagreus?
Now that you mention it, you can, Meg. I was wondering, what was Father carrying on with you about back home?
Eavesdropping again? If you must know, my job performance is under review. Though I'm sure this job's about to go just fine.
Previous evidence to the contrary.
I don't think so. Here, wretches!
Standing around.
Blood and
Got you.
Which to choose?
I think I want Poseidon. I want to see what he says about the sword.
All set. Let's get out of here.
I'm going to talk about this.
You just be sure to tell that good-for-nothing Orpheus I'm looking good.
Really? That's it? Yeah, sure.
That one's on me.
Cheers. See you.
Come again.
What again? Idiots.
All mine.
I do so dislike it when extras pop in.
Break it up, witches.
Hold still. Scraps.
Let's do this again sometime, all right?
I wonder what monstrosities await you near the surface, little Hades. There's your father's terrifying hellhound, for one thing. Ah, well, I'm sure you'll find a way to sail past whatever's in your way.
Didn't even notice the sword.
Feeling tough.
Is it time? I like time. Yep, it's time.
Thank you, mate.
The Ares curse and the jolted. Two sunsets.
Get back in the magma and no one gets hurt.
off to taint Elysium again?
Possibly. I still don't have anything on the special, which is silliness.
Should I change things up?
What should we have? Focus on trying to get them hit, then I'm getting hit myself.
Time to mix up my style.
Still don't want that one.
There, that's it.
You shall regret this. Disappointing for these so-called champions.
I'll take it. I'll hang on to these. Let's deal to death.
Wonderful guy. Don't get to spend a lot of time together, though. You know how that is. Well, see ya.
Well, this all sucks.
Hades.
Frustrating.
You bested the champion himself, which means that I have little hope of vanquishing you here.
So then why bother fighting me? You don't have to do this. That Theseus has a highly questionable influence on you.
I see you plain, short one. I too was born of darkness, but I chose the path of light. Even in death, it was not too late. Not even for a monster such as I. I trust your deaths will likewise be enlightening.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Oh, I was hoping for that already. But we already got it before. And this late in the game, I'm not sure how important this will be. But we do like those extra effects.
I'm trying. We're coming in. What are we on in? Blasted fools.
I would have to agree. I'm not getting anything for the special.
Extra blessing. God's grant me strength. That'll keep me going for a bit. I can use this.
What it's worth.
Yum. Why not?
It's just with the casts.
Gentlemen, I'm back.
You are just in time, fiend from lowest depths. Asterius and I have trained extensively since our last skirmish here.
So all you do here in Elysium is train for martial competition. You're constantly awaiting your next fight to the death.
And who are you to judge, you misbegotten, shameful, unfilial maggot? It is an honor to have the opportunity to spend my afterlife perpetually standing in your ruinous path. Cheering to you, monster! He can vanquish us, Asterius!
Surprised it went that fast myself.
she on? What a loudmouth.
You are my biggest fan.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Got Athena's. 21st.
Here goes. Look who. Father won't miss a couple coins.
Did I get? Yes, I did. Fish.
I got one. A scuffer.
Kind of tempted to do them all, but let's see.
Try this way.
Not done yet. Yeah, next week.
And Father thinks my chambers are a mess. Who's next?
Get out of here.
Well, that would be the biggest boost.
Got some zest.
Still disappointed that it's not a special. Game is being finicky. Even more health? We'll see. stronger than the strongest. What also failed to mention is how annoying they were.
Here we are.
Nephew, by my divine authority, my oft misunderstood son, Ares, now shall lend you a small token of his power. I'll make him helpful yet.
You,
It shall be exactly as you say, Lord Father. Your wishes are identical to mine.
You like that.
Combined power.
Refreshing. I can leave or explore more tunnels. Let's see here.
I don't have poison yellow buggers. And they're hiding where I cannot go right now.
No chance. In the name of Hades. Back I go.
Not yet. Let's see.
I'll pay for that.
A shrewd expenditure of wealth is sometimes all that stands between a victory and sore defeat. Isn't that right, cousin?
Oh, the trinket kind of does this already. Will we bother with more health? It's tempting. Get all of them.
Let's see what's in here.
Oh, it's Stay there.
What even are those things?
I think duos come in the 150 price bracket. Maybe I should pay attention to that.
Prince Zagreus once more offers to Cerberus one of his favored sacks.
Yum yum yum.
Thank you, boy. You're not going to stop me.
So, you think that you can vanquish me with my fool brother's old forgotten blade? Poseidon was never any good with Stygius. Grew envious of my spearwork. Now he's famous for that fork of his. Always taking credit where none is due.
Must be hard knowing that everybody's going to think you learned your spearwork from Poseidon, not the other way around. As for Stygius, I can assure you it's in good hands now.
Your assurances mean nothing to me, boy. You think yourself quite capable? Then show me. Darkness.
Where are you?
Darkness. Useless. provides you with a certain mindless strength, but such power has its limits. That does it. Then go. See what awaits you in this realm. See you at home.
Goodbye, Father. Now that was quick.
Nice.
Stygius shuddered as I picked it up. It's...
Ish.
Got a bite. I caught a bass.
What a bass.
Warmer, finally.
Zagreus?
Mother?
So good to see you again, Zagreus. Since last you left, I couldn't help but think the worst about what happened after I had left. Or soon before. You mentioned Nyx. You don't suppose that she and Hades wanted me out of the way?
I just don't think that can be. Though let me ask you, how long did you know Father? And Nyx for that matter. Did they seem trustworthy?
Yes. I knew them long enough to have decided, yes, that they were trustworthy. As much as anyone I've ever met. But I also know never to be trusting to a fault. I have to consider the possibility I was deceived.
Especially since neither of them is being forthcoming with me even now, right? And yet, I have this feeling something else is going on, Mother. The way that Father speaks of you, the way Nyx speaks of you, I think they care for you.
Well, they have a funny way of showing it, I think. Your father, so... you have to get through him each time you visit me?
I do. Mother, what if Father thinks that he's protecting you? Have you considered that?
Protecting me? Why, Zagreus, what do you mean by that? As you can see, I can fend for myself.
Well, you're from Olympus, aren't you? But the gods, none of them seem to know you're here, so...
What? How would you know something like that? Zagreus? Ah, curse the fates. You're leaving me again.
I won't be long. Hold that thought, Mother.
Perhaps I have crossed that threshold.
What are those shades muttering about?
Where this just gets easier.
Whoa, what happened to you? You just died? You just plain died, like nothing stabbed you, bludgeoned you, poisoned you, burned you, crushed you, blew you to bits, turned you to stone, but you're back here. Must have been those natural causes mortals talk about.
Probably.
He's done it, Cerberus. So, you had a run-in with the Minotaur out in Elysium, did you? Perhaps the only soul within this realm more bull-headed than you.
How long have you been waiting to use that line, Father? Wouldn't put it past you to have sent the Bull of Minos to Elysium entirely so we could have this conversation now.
You give me too much credit, boy. The Minotaur resides where he resides because of an entirely different arrangement.
He's working for you, isn't he? You think he can stop me?
Most in Elysium jump at the opportunity to do my bidding. Not that you know what that is like. Now go, see how you fare against the bull.
I'm doing quite well, actually.
The many-headed Cerberus is busy thinking of his next savory meal.
You are the best, you know that, don't you, boy?
Been too long since that last
Do not let him manipulate you, Cerberus.
No thin. Don't kill these either.
Access to the administrative chamber, huh?
Not a priority.
Orpheus, I saw Eurydice again. I couldn't bring myself to do exactly as you asked. I sort of mentioned you.
You what? Or what I meant to say was... Oh, did you perchance get the impression she yet harbors toward me feelings of resentment and the like?
You seem to be a bit of a sore subject, yes. What happened to the two of you, if I may ask?
Oh, it's just... I almost saved her soul from this domain back when I lived and breathed. But in the final moments of my rescue, my faith faltered. She is lost to me forever now. Though I'm pleased to hear she isn't lost to you.
I'll have to get to the bottom of this later.
I thank you for the lovely flowers, child. They make my corner of the house hospitable. Such simple comforts never were for me, and yet, now that I am surrounded by them, I have found that I enjoy their presence more than I would have admitted in the past.
I'm glad you like them, Nyx. Though if you don't, just give the word and I will have them removed. Probably incinerated for good measure. Now that you mention it, though, how come you were always in this corner in particular?
This point is closest to the center of the house, to its foundation. and therefore to the center of the entire realm.
Makes sense. Mostly. Good for Thanatos.
But that was then and this is now, and we have work to do. Anyway, Thin, I think we'd best continue this discussion at some other time.
You're interrupting private conversations, Zagreus. Leave us.
No, let him stay if that's what he wants. What does it matter? He's technically allowed within these halls, but he must know he isn't welcome anymore.
Nobody come back to that one.
Here's the latest cat, chef. Seems fair enough. What's new?
Don't really need it. Maybe we should have waited to unlock at least one of these.
The power of darkness. The fated list.
2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. Perhaps it's time we started trying to get those last ones. Halfway through that one.
I should go.
That's what Shepard always said. Suppose I could take this opportunity to try and get that to 3. It's not a weapon.
I'll gain more darkness with this. Far greater gods than I once wielded you.
There's a prophecy.
Grant me the aspect of Hestia. All right, I'm ready.
You been messing with that shooty thing, pal? Be right back.
Reloading.
Miss me, boyo?
Still don't particularly like this weapon.
Wow.
Maybe this would be good with the shotgun hammer thing. Yeah, that's where we're gonna leave this one. I'd say we're moving into the end game, except we're not. Not really. And credits are kind of in the middle of the game, I'd say. Or maybe 2/3. No, regardless, you'll see eventually. Until next time.